The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Our first senior tonight is Brandon Bishop.
Senior night here in Girard. We'll leave this one for the public address announcer as he recognizes the seniors as they make their way down the track here tonight with their parents.
Caleb Combs. Anthony Pike, who participates in football, is the son of Chris and Patricia Pike. Jacob Towner, who participates in football, is the son of John and Beth Towner. Peyton Brooks, who participates in volleyball, is the daughter of Tom and Stacy Brooks. Ainsley Norton, who participates in volleyball, is the daughter of Brian and Alicia Norton. Ben Furman, who participates in cross country, is the son of Joe and Amy Furman. Gabriel O'Neilio, who participates in cross country, is the son of Robert and Abby O'Neilio. Claire Stevens, who participates in cross country, is the daughter of Philip and Rachel Stevens. Hannah Bailey, who participates in golf, is the daughter of Judd and Bob Bailey. Brianna Clugston, who participates in golf, is the daughter of Eric Clugston and Karma and Chuck Burns. Tara Pope, who participates in golf, is the daughter of Blaine and Katie Pope. Kaylee Ledstrom, who participates in golf and debate, is the daughter of Nathan and Tracy Ledstrom. Haley Scholing, who participates in cheer, is the daughter of Jody and the late Rick Scholing. Matthew Boyd, who participates in the band and debate, is the son of Walter Boyd. Leah Kirkpatrick, who participates in band, is the daughter of Chris Kirkpatrick and Stacy Brooks. Matthew Pease, who participates in band, is the son of Troy Pease and Jennifer Shetler. Marin Toshner, who participates in the band, is the daughter of Robert and Megan Tershner. Sarah Best, who participates in debate, is the daughter of Darren and Catherine Best. We would like to extend a special thanks to our students and their teammates for their hard work in our extracurricular activities. Parents, we would like to thank you as well for raising young men and women in honor and respect, as well as trusting USD 248 schools to prepare your students for the future. Seniors,
all right, congratulations to
for your commitment.
The class of 2024,
2023
seniors here tonight. Jess, here comes a rapid fire Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Crocan, or get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. With Crocan, learn more to go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. All right, Jess. Well, Trojans come in 2-2. Prairie View 2-2 as well. However, the Trojans coming off a 26-12 loss to Frontenac last week here at Frank Jameson Field. Prairie View coming off a 44-19 blowout over Burlington in Burlington. They rolled up 402 yards of offense. Parker Schwartz, their tailback, had a great game. We'll talk about him coming up. But a big game here tonight for the Trojans, and a team that's gonna test them defensively, and it's gonna almost be a mirror image of that Trojan offense coming at them tonight.
Yeah, Josh, they play the flex bone offense. They play a 3-3 type defense, very, very similar to what the Trojans have played. First game of district, it's whatever we've done before. The first 4 games really doesn't matter. The rest of the season actually starts right now. So if we can just right the ship, control our turnovers, I think we got a good chance of getting through this district. But one game at a time, we got to beat Prairie View first.
And really, it looks like the district's going to come down to a 3-team battle between the Trojans, Prairie View, and Iola, because both Anderson County and Burlington are really struggling this year, Burlington in particular. They did not look good against Prairie View last week, and the Trojans are going to have to do a way better job of tackling tonight than Burlington did last week because and better than the Trojans did last week as well, especially on the edge because Parker Schwartz, 6'1" sophomore, 190-pound tailback for Prairie View, is going to test him tonight. He rolled up 237 yards, 4 touchdowns against Burlington. He's averaging about 150 yards per game. He's got 10 touchdowns this season, and that's not to mention that they have a running dual-threat quarterback. They've got a big-sized tight end who they line up in the same formation Trojans do, and they'll run counteraction with him. And so Trojans got to be disciplined but also aggressive tonight and make their tackles, I think, if they're going to stop this Prairie View offense.
I wholeheartedly agree. Tackling's been maybe an issue in the 2 games we've lost. The 2 games that we've won, maybe the players we were tackling wasn't quite as hard. Like I said, true test tonight. Prairie View's a good team. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. We'll know a lot about the rest of the Trojan season after tonight.
Yeah, and you look at their coaching staff. They got former Pitt State running back Jason Spradling on their coaching staff, so he's coaching up those backs. Trojans will be tested by them tonight. Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400, just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We're going to skip right ahead and take a look at some of the area matchups tonight. Frontenac 3-1, at Columbus 1-3, Galena 0-5. They could be 0 for 2023. Jess,
they could very well
on track for that.
They're pretty short-staffed down south.
Yeah, they were shorthanded, and then they got the injury bug.
Right.
And it's like the death sentence. And they're taking on 3-1 Baxter tonight, so Baxter could pack years and years of despair into this night's game. They're in Baxter. So, good one there. Fort Scott 2-2 on the road at Labette County. A good one to watch, 2-2 Paola. They're a good 2-2 team. Traveled to Pittsburgh to take on the 3-1 Dragons. Iola 2-2 is at Burlington. I'm going to go ahead and pencil Iola in for the win there. Parsons 4-0 is at 2-2 Riverton. 0-4 Union Towns at 2-2 Erie. 4-0 Humboldt's at 1-3 Eureka. 3-1 Pleasanton's at 0-4 Southeast. 0-4 Baldwin travels to Garnett to take on 1-3 Anderson County. 1-3 Chanutes at 3-1 Chanute hosts 1-3 Independence. And Colony Crest at 3-1 travels into St. Paul. The Indians are 2-2. Those area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing. You can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. Whew. All right, we still got starting lineups and the opening kickoff coming your way. We're going to step away to try and keep the lights on. We'll be back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You get ready to watch the Trojans and the Buffaloes on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it. We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
See Farm Bureau Agent Judd Sasho in Girard today.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas, getting set for tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Prairie View Buffalo. This is the first district game for the Trojans. Kansas Class 3A, I believe we're District 2. Is that right? I think so. Sounds right. Trojans and the Buffaloes both coming to tonight's game 2-2 overall. Trojans coming off a loss, Prairie View coming off a win. They started the season out with 2 lopsided losses. They lost 42-8 at Parsons, and then a closer one, 28-22 at Santa Fe Trail. Since then, they've won 55-0 over Osawatomie and 44-19 over Burlington. And granted, those are 2 teams that are not good. And so those lopsided wins a little bit deceiving as the Trojans getting set to take the field here tonight. We do want to let you know that coming up at halftime, we're going to be graced by Superintendent Todd Ferguson. He's going to come up here and talk to us about some of the new goings-on in USD 248. We look forward to that coming up at halftime, so stay tuned for that as the Trojans take the field. And we mentioned that you're going to see 2 similar offenses going at each other tonight. Both these teams run the flexbone offense, and
kind of very similar defense, kind of like a 3-man front, 3 linebacker, 5 D-backs. You call them D-backs. It's been explained to me that
they're your deepest linebacker.
Right. They're more strong safety type back in the 90s lingo.
Yeah. Both these teams trying to get their first district win tonight. Remember, the top 2 teams out of the districts will advance into the playoffs. That's right, top 2, right?
I think it's 4.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I really do. And then,
well, we're definitely going then.
Right, 4 teams out of our district and the 4 teams out of the district that's just in Cherokee County, they will flip-flop. 1 will play 4. Mm-hmm. 2 will play 3, and so they'll just flip-flop around, and that's kind of your first round of state, I guess you would say.
Well, I'm looking at the district as it is now. If we're going to send 4 teams out of that district, we'll be one of the 4.
Right, we should.
It's just a matter of whether we're
it's really
traveling or hosting.
Right. it's kind of, to me, hard to miss the playoffs in today's world.
Well, don't get me started on today's world, Jess. All right.
I could sing you a song. They play it all the time.
All right, Jess. Well, let's take a look at tonight's starters for the game. Our starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, and Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500.
All right, we'll go with the Prairie View Buffalo defense first. They're going to start number 8, Peyton Doty, as a linebacker. Number 10, Elijah Williams, as a linebacker. Number 15, Will Caldwell, as a D-back. Number 17, Parker Schwartz, and be ready to hear his name a lot tonight at linebacker. Number 22, Joseph Ceramic, as D-back. Number 33, Carter Browning, is a freshman linebacker. 35, Josh Godwin is a defensive lineman. 54, John Godwin is a defensive lineman. Jarrett Williams is a D lineman. And number 78, Grant Steinberger, is a linebacker. And also 81, Jacob Mills, as their defensive back. And for your Trojan offense, they're going to run out their number 2, Gannon Clark. Number 8, Junior Love. Number 14, quarterback Jake Towner. 21, Aiden Ashbacher. 25, Levi Blair. Number 40, Scott Moore. And then the big meat up front, 67, Caleb Combs. 71, Brandon Bishop. 72, Drake Kotzman. 73, Aaron DeBrava. And number 75, center Zach Benzo.
All right, there's your starting lineups for tonight's game. And normally we'd cut away right now to make sure BJ gets paid. But Girard Choir is getting ready to sing national anthem. I think we're going to stick around for that one tonight. It's senior night after all. So we're breaking with a little tradition here.
Yeah.
Protocol.
And this choir, they're really good. I hope our crowd might pick them up pretty good.
Well, they certainly sound better than us, Jess.
And the fire department's got their big ladder truck and a big flag hanging, and
Prairie View's taking the field right now. So
as we both look over there and see it.
Yep. Stumble over each other.
And we still have a coin flip and a kickoff and a whole bunch of stuff to happen.
You know what? We might be able to squeeze a break in here, Jess. I just am not sure when they're going to sing. I think they do it at 2 minutes.
Oh,
I think we'll stay right here.
Right, as soon as you go to break, they'll sing.
Yeah,
I'll guarantee you that.
Very moment.
Yep. If I can get the camera to look at that angle. Sometimes this tripod. There's our. I don't know if they're still called the reflections but there's the group of the Trojans getting ready to sing.
Please stand.
Here we go. See, good thing we didn't go to break.
By the Girard High School Reflections under the direction of Meredith Reed.
worth sticking around for. Girard High School Reflections, singing our national anthem. Beautiful night for football here in Southeast Kansas. And we're going to have a good matchup here tonight between these two teams. They're just physically built to give each other problems. And
yeah, just very similar.
Yeah. It's going to be entertaining.
Drake Kotzman, of course, could be in trouble for any high school team with his size.
I think it's going to be, can the Trojans secure the edge tonight? Because this Prairie View team did a lot of damage in all the tape that I saw on the edge. They run that option out there, and then as a poor suffering cornerback or safety coming up trying to make the stop, you got a 190-pounder running downhill at you, and it's going to be a challenge tonight for the Trojans. They got some talented backs themselves. We've seen them come up with big pass plays throughout the season. They're just going to need to play a really good game tonight.
And control the football, Josh. If you can control the clock, keep the ball out of the hands of Prairie View, then that will help tremendously.
And, you know, everything we've talked about that'll be a key to victory tonight for the Trojans pretty much went wrong for them last week against Frontenac.
It got pretty bad.
Didn't take care of the football. Penalties kept opposing drives alive, killed Trojan drives. I mean, it was, you name it. It didn't go well for Girard last week. And hopefully these guys have been able to shake this one off and make some corrections in practice this week and have a better night here tonight against Prairie View.
All right, so Prairie View is going to win the toss and going to defer. And so Trojans will receive the ball first, and we'll go left to right on your screen, or east to west, however you want to put it.
You already got a man down in the celebration there. I like the enthusiasm, though. Getting set for our opening kick, brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even glasses from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Gotta get all my paperwork straight here, Jess.
I got mine. One.
Back deep for the Trojans. Number 21, Holden Ashbacher. Number 40, Scott.
All right.
Set the kick for Prairie View. Number 8.
So much record keeping, so little time. All right. Prairie View set to kick it away. Trojans back to receive. Peyton Doty doing the kicking. The senior linebacker, tight end, kicker combo for Prairie View. I'm going to start things off for us here tonight. Short kick. Takes an odd hop. It's going to be mishandled by Ashbacher, and he's able to get back on top of it by the looks of it and retain it for the Trojans, but a bit of a lapse there for the Trojans in their kickoff return game. It sets them up deep in their own territory at about the 19-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first down and 10. Let the unofficial stat keeping begin. Junior Love in the backfield behind Jake Towner. Wide receiver to the near side, Gannon Clark. Here's the snap. Straight ahead. Love gets around the corner. He's at the 30, the 40, 45-foot race. See if he can cut inside. He does. All the way down to the Prairie View 31. Great run by Junior Love.
run by Jacob Mills.
Run of 60 yards for Junior Love. Sets the Trojans up, I'll call it 58 yards. Sets the Trojans up in Buffalo territory at their 33.
Yeah, nothing fancy, just off tackle. He bounced off one of the Trojans' linemen and found a hole off that right side and exploded through it.
Another handoff to Love up the middle. This time they get him around the legs.
Love with the carry.
And they'll bring him down after a short gain. That tackle made in there by number 35, Josh Goodwin.
Gain 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Second and 9 now from about the 32. Too wide in this set. Moore and Clark. They'll put Ashbacher in motion. He's tied up in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play as Parker Schwartz got into the backfield and disrupted that one. And Ashbacher has a little bit of a limp as he gets back to the Trojan huddle.
Yeah, back behind the chains here after the explosive first play. They lose it all there on that 2nd down run.
Brings up a 3rd and 11 now from just inside the 35. Now they had to look to the sideline for the play. There's the snap right ahead to Love. Gets wrapped up and tries to step over a player and can't get it done. Picks up about 4 yards, but Trojans now staring at a 4th down and medium, and I think they're going to go for it, Jess.
Yeah, on positive territory here. I mean, you're going to give up at the best probably, 20 yards if they try to directional punt it.
Call it 4th and about 7 from the 30-yard line. 3 wide receivers in this set. Towner in the pistol. Here's the snap. Back looking. Going to throw near side. Has a man. It's Ashbacher, but he's short of the sticks, and he can't make the catch. And a defensive stand for Prairie View after the big run by Junior Love on the first play of the game. Prairie View defense stiffens. They get the stop, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Yeah, I think even if he catches that ball, Josh, that he's probably going to be a yard short anyway.
At least. Good defensive stand by the Buffaloes. See what they got here on offense. Remember, they got a 190-pound sophomore tailback. As they come out in an offset eye or a power eye, depending on what you want to call it. 2 tight ends. Handoff straight ahead to that big sophomore back, and he takes some shots, but he's able to fall forward and pick up a decent gain. That's Parker Schwartz.
Probably close to 6 yards right there. Trojan linebacker hit him 2 or 3 times, but he was able to fight his way and still fall forward.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4 at about the 36. They'll stay with the heavy formation. No wide receivers. Everybody tight bunch. Trojans get him behind the line this time and drop him back at the 35. It's going to be a loss of about 2.
Yeah, so everything we talk about, they're going to run some motion and flex bone things.
Yeah,
they come out to basically a traditional wishbone.
Yeah.
Maybe they watched some Holton tape and saw how much trouble our defense struggled with the wishbone.
Yeah.
A good 3rd down chance for the Trojan defense right here.
Now a single back set. This looks more like the flex bone. Here comes the motion. And they give it inside, and the Trojans do a good job of staying in their lanes. And they're able to stop that one, brings up a 4th down. And they are not in positive territory, so we'll see what Coach Kyle Luttrell decides to do here.
I assume he about has to punt this, doesn't he?
I think so. I don't put it past anyone, Jess, to go for it on 4th down anymore. Metrics and all.
Right. I think they're lined up to punt.
Ashbacher back deep.
Ashbacher has it, makes a man miss. He's faster than 57 there. Then he trips over his own blocker and steps out of bounds at the Trojan 42, so a good return that time by Ashbacher and didn't get any contact except from his own blocker.
Trojans take over, 1st and 10.
And Girard will have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. So they had some stuff going on that last drive. Just stalled out after the big run. Clark, receiver to the near side. Moore on the far side. Blair in motion. Now they'll pitch it outside to Ashbacher. Good penetration, though, by Prairie View. And that option's hard to run if you've got 3 guys in your backfield. And Ashbacher does well just to get the 1-yard gain there.
Yeah, when the pitch was made, Ashbacher caught that ball 5 or 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So just a good job to squeeze in behind his blocker to get what was given to him.
Prairie View's sending a lot of guys up to the line, both before and after the snap. Now Trojans will do twins to the near side. And the handoff to Love going the other way. He's across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 for Junior Love. Brings up a 3rd and long 4 or 5 for the Trojans.
Like a heavyweight boxing match here. Both teams just trading jabs, feeling one another out.
Towner with it, keeps it, makes a man miss. He's close to the sticks. We'll see. If he would have fallen forward there, he'd have it, but he got twisted around backwards. We'll see. I think they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, just inches, half a yard.
4th and inches, and Trojans going to go for it.
See if they have this Philadelphia push.
I'd put somebody bigger in the backfield to do the pushing, I think. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Love, makes a man miss. He's got the 1st down up to about the Prairie View 45. And Trojans move the chains on 4th down.
Yeah, I would like our chances with our size difference up front. We could be able to get 6 inches anytime we need it. Not saying we will, we should.
Yep. There's a big gap between should and will. Should and do. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Prairie View territory once again at the 45. Last time they were in Prairie View territory, they turned it over on downs after a big 58-yard run by Junior Love to start the game. Love will get the handoff here. 3 Buffaloes there to meet him. And that second level's not getting molested very much by those Trojan blockers. The hole is there at the line, but they close it down quickly.
Yeah, our offensive line needs to get to that next level and secure a linebacker.
So the Trojans advance at a yard. Now it's 2nd down and 9. Snap to Towner, back to pass, being pressured, throws it near side, has a man, it's Blair, and he's brought down close to the sticks at about the 36-yard line. He's going to be a yard short. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Brought down by number 17, Parker Schwartz.
Call it a gain of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's kind of a long one here. A full one, I guess I should say.
I'm just going to let you go, bud. Have at it. Ashbacher in motion. Now Towner's going to keep it off the edge, and he has enough for the Trojan first down. They move the sticks again.
Yep, good read there by senior quarterback Jake Towner to pull that out of the fullback's belly and take it himself. Follows him on net there for a Trojan first down.
Needed 1, he got 4. And most importantly, Trojans burning some clock, keeping the ball in their hands offensively. Break the handoff. Here's the pitch out to Ashbacher. He's got the crease up the sideline, pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 17-yard line. Another first down for the Trojans. Nice option pitch to Ashbacher.
Ball spot at the 17. Brings up 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 15 on the play. Towner gets a call from the sideline, brings it into the huddle. Trojans trying to be the first to light the lamp here tonight. That's hockey talk, Jess. And off to Love, working off the right side of that line. And he'll push it down to about the 10. We'll see where they mark it. Call it the 11, just inside the 11. Gain of about 6.
Yeah, Trojans struggled last week down here in the red zone, so we heard Coach Phil Potney's postgame show take the full blame of baby play calling, so we'll see what they can do here.
Love straight ahead. This time, good job of getting low by that defensive line of Prairie View, and they slow him down. He picks up about 2.
3rd and manageable here. 2 downs to get it.
Moore lined up to the far side. Clark to the near side. Love in the backfield behind Towner. Ashbacher in motion. They're going to run option. Towner's going to keep it, and he's going to lose yards, I think, on this one. They may give him forward progress back to the no such luck. He's going to back it up to the 10-yard line and bring up a 4th down and about 4 for Girard. Good job shutting down that option by Prairie View. The pitch man covered, and Towner didn't really have much of anywhere to go with it. He's going to throw it, has Scott Moore near side, but Moore gets brought down after making the catch, as they were trying to pick up the first down after the catch, and too many defenders over there around Scott.
Yeah, kind of just catch Scott out in the flat, try to get him one-on-one. Hopefully Scott can make a guy miss, and Prairie View defender, I couldn't see who it was, made a sure tackle.
So the second turnover on downs by the Trojans gives the Buffalo 1st and 10 at their own 10. Long possession, but nothing to show for it for Girard. See if they can get a stop here. Straight ahead, big back. That's Josh Goodwin, sophomore running back. They got some big sophomores up in Lacine, Jess. That class of 26 has been eating well.
3 brings it 2nd down and 7.
Picked up about 3. Again, good one. Oh, nope, they pitched it out. And that's going to be a first down for Parker Schwartz. And that was the straight triple option that time, because I thought Goodwin had it up the middle.
Yeah,
and
me too.
And they pulled it out and pitched it out to Schwartz, and that's what I'm talking about. Trojans were one missed tackle away that time from giving up a big play.
Yeah, I had the camera on Big 72. Drake Collinsman made a nice tackle on the guy that didn't have the ball.
Running it again, and here's Schwartz. Nobody made a tackle. See if Newton can't do it. And finally, Ashbacher brings him down from behind at the Trojan 38.
Brought down by Ashbacher.
Yeah, they had him for a loss, and he broke 3 or 4 tackles and reversed field for a big gain.
Call it a gain of 42. 1st and 10, Prairie View, Trojan 39. Gain of 41 then, I'm sorry. And again, edge tackling for the Trojans is an issue. If you're the lineman or linebackers, you probably need to make the tackle.
Good one. With the carry.
There's Goodwin again. And he'll have about 4, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We're scoreless here in Girard. Prairie View with the ball, driving, starting to get their offense in gear after the Trojans stalled twice in the first quarter. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. After a quarter, we're scoreless. Prairie View with it. Second down and about 6 at the Trojan 36. Now a quick pitch to Goodwin on the outside. You can see how they just want to run those big backs at you. They're not really big up front, but those backs, when they get ahead of steam, it's hard to bring them down on first contact. Now they got third down and about 3.
Third down and 3.
Now here they are in the wishbone. Double tight. Oh, Schwartz gets it and is blown up in the backfield by Drake Kotzman. And Schwartz feels that one.
Yeah, here's a first chance for Prairie View here to go for it on 4th down. So Trojan's going to have to make 2 plays in a row.
Ball was at the 32. Now it's at the 38, so a loss of 6.
Going to have a timeout, Prairie View.
Timeout, Prairie View.
They want to talk it over, facing a 4th and 9. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak. And they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Fourth down and 9 for Prairie View. They talked it over in the timeout. Schwartz in motion. Now here they come. Back to pass too high. Intended for Elijah Williams. That pass falls incomplete. And for the first time tonight, Prairie View will turn it over on down.
Big stop there by the Trojan defense after they've turned the ball over on downs twice. They've forced a punt by Prairie View and allowed them to gain a few yards on that drive, but held strong and got the ball back.
Now Girard with it. Decent field position at their own 38, and they've made a lot of hay between the 10-yard lines, Jess, but not much inside the 10 so far tonight for the Trojans. They had their problems there last week. Another chance here in a scoreless game. And a good job closing that one down. That was Josh Goodwin from his defensive line spot. Brings Ashbacher down behind the line. That's a loss of 5 for the Trojans. These teams are just, like I said, built to give each other trouble, and they're doing it.
Yeah, very similar. I mean, they practice against the same type of offense. Either team should know how to stop the other.
Yep. There's a flag.
Too many guys moving.
That'll back the Trojans up even more. And had their problems with penalties last week, too. This is the first one tonight, whistled against Girard. I guess the first one against either team.
I believe it's.
We were all doing so well. Now looking at a second down and very long at their own 30. Trojans got to get it to the 48. For a first down, Towner tucks it. Tries to make a man miss. Brought down at about the Trojan 36. So he'll get the penalty yards back, but it's still a third down and long.
Brought down by Schrammett. Brings up 3rd and 12.
See if this line can't give Towner a little time to throw this ball and find an open receiver and pick up a first down.
And see if they want to maybe try and push it a little further downfield this time. He's got some pressure. There's the screen pass to Love. Gets to the outside. He needs to cut it upfield, and Schwartz catches up to him, and he's going to bring him down at about the Trojan 45, and that's going to bring up a fourth down player here for Girard. Just Love, I think, relying on his speed, he heads to the outside an awful lot. And just need to, in that situation with a screen pass, find that seam and cut it upfield.
Yeah, the Trojans had it set up good.
Use your blockers.
They had the blockers in front of them this time. They just kudos Prairie View Buffaloes to fight through their blocks and force Love to the outside.
So it's 4th and 3. Long, high snap. Trojans going to punt this one away. End over end punt. Takes a Trojan hop across the 20, and it'll be down at about the 16-yard line. Zeb Poland with the punt?
Yep, Zeb Poland, freshman. About a 40-yard punt.
36-yard punt.
36, according to my PA announcer.
Always go with the PA announcer.
I was rounding up.
Yeah. We work in broad strokes statistically here.
After the high snap, he probably kicked it about 50.
First and 10, Prairie View from their own 17. Pitch comes out to Schwartz, runs through some arm tackles. This is what he's trouble. And he uses the stiff arm. He's off to the races. Newton's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Prairie View. And there's that edge tackling, Jess, that we talked about. And you can't, arm tackle's not going to bring this dude down.
Nope.
So if you're a linebacker for the Trojans, you don't get a shoulder in him, it's going to be trouble all night long.
Yeah, he just, there again, the defense were there to make a couple stops. He just stiff-armed a few out of the way and bulldozed over one of them, and touchdown, Prairie View.
I mean, he's 190 pounds. He's a lot for a high school corner to try and bring down, especially if you're a younger kid out there. And Prairie View out to a 6-0 lead here, pending this extra point. An 83-yard touchdown run. And the kick is no good. Trojans trail at 6-0. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Back deep for the Trojans. Scott Moore and Aiden Ashbacher.
Trojans trail at 6-0 after an 83-yard touchdown run by Parker Schwartz. Had 4 touchdowns last week against Burlington. He averages about 150 yards a game. I'd say he's right on par with his average here, Jess. That kick out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
Right at the 35, so that's where the Trojans will get it after the flag. Trojans haven't looked very impressive offensively here tonight, as Prairie View's been the quicker team to the ball. We've been getting pretty good penetration into the backfield tonight, and it's really hampered the timing of that Trojan offense. Now they're going to step off the penalty up to about the 42, and that's where Girard will take over.
Yeah, minus one big run and a couple. They had another drive, got down inside the 10, but just not able to finish.
Handoff straight ahead to Love, and he'll pick up about 4.
Love with the carry.
Out to about the 46.
Brought down by
Second down at 6 now for the Trojans from their own 46. 2 wide receivers in this set. Love in the backfield behind Jake Towner. Snap to Towner. He's running option. He'll pitch it out. Nothing doing for Levi Blair. He makes a man miss and fights to get back to the 44-yard line. And he made 3 guys miss to lose a yard or 2 there.
brought down by Muse.
They're just getting a lot of penetration and attacking that option. And the Trojans have got to find an answer for that.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
And you saw him run the screen pass to Love. So that's there. Because they're kind of pinning their ears back, Jess. Just attacking the edges.
And screens, misdirection plays. Maybe take a chance one of these times over the top to Scott Moore.
Towner going to throw it. Now he's under pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it, makes a man miss. He's across the 45, stiff arms, across the 50, 45, 40, and Towner. That's all one man's creation right there, Jess. This was supposed to be a play-action pass, and there was just a lot of penetration right in Towner's face. He stepped up into the pocket and then did the rest with his feet. And that's the best run I think I've seen Jake make all year.
Yeah, a great decision. I mean, true quarterback fashion, steps up into pocket, still keeping his eyes downfield and realizes he doesn't have a chance to throw it, tucks it, runs for a first down. Great play, Jake Towner.
Gain of 17 on the play. Towner will keep it here and pick up about 4.
Towner with the carry. Gain of 4. Second and 6.
Towner in the pistol, second down and 6. The handoff straight ahead to Love, and he just walked into the hole there and gets brought down for no gain on the play.
Love with the carry. Brought down by Steve.
Yeah, a little indecisive. Wasn't a hole there. Tried to sidestep as soon as he got the ball in his hands and just nowhere to go with it.
So it'll bring up third down and 6. I just think that Prairie View is really going to challenge the Trojans to try and throw the football. And they're sending a lot of people. Towner lobs this one. Ashbacher catches the wounded duck of a pass, and he's near the sticks, but I think just short, and it'll bring up a fourth down and short.
Brought down by Williams.
Jake retreating. I don't know if someone got a hand on it when Towner released it or he just threw it end over end.
Yeah, it just kind of slipped, came out of his hand weird. So call it a fourth down and 1 at the 28. They'll put Ashbacher in motion. Towner keeps this time. No, you got to go forward, and there's a flag. Trojans look indecisive and slow in the backfield tonight. And you could attribute a lot of that maybe to the defensive pressure that Prairie View is putting on that line of scrimmage, and there's a penalty on the play. I don't know.
It was declined. It was a holding penalty on the Trojans.
And so another turnover and downs for Girard tonight, their third.
Again, able to create an offense, get 2 or 3 first downs, and just stall out.
Now they better be ready to tackle. Prairie View's offense takes the field. Good one in the backfield. And there's a illegal procedure penalty going to go against Prairie View as they moved a little bit up front. And that'll back up the Buffaloes.
First and 15.
They'll give it counter action. This is Elijah Williams. Cut the Trojans off guard, and he's got a big gain across midfield into Trojan territory. Driven out at the 41.
Brought down by Newton. And Ashbacher.
Gain of 46 yards. I think. Maybe I carried a 1 or didn't. I don't know. Big run. First down. Prairie View. The Trojan 41. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
First down and 10 for Prairie View from the Trojan 41. Hand off to Goodwin inside. Girard does a decent job bottling this up. I think they'll stop him for a gain of about 3.
Goodwin with the carry, brought down by Coxman. And a 4 brings up second down and 6.
Ticking down to about 3.5 minutes to play here first half. Trojans need to get a stop and get something going offensively. Because they've got a... They will get the ball, though, to... No, they... Oh, there's the same counter play to Goodwin. I'm sorry, to Williams. And Kotzman's down after the play. It's slow to get up for Girard. First and 10 from the Trojan 25. Gain of 12 on the play. I formation double tight now for Prairie View. There's the handoff. Goes to Schwartz. And he's hit hard by Kotzman. But not before picking up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Call it a gain of 3.
Yep. Kotzman and Pike combined for the tackle.
Second down and 6.
Ball just outside the Trojan 21-yard line, so Prairie View knocking on the door again here. And they've really had their way here in this second quarter. Now they're running option, and that one's swallowed up. Nowhere to go for Gabe Murillo, the quarterback. A rare senior on this Prairie View squad.
Brought down by Kotzman and Pike.
He's brought down at the 20. Call it a gain of 2.
All right, 2 big plays here for this Trojan defense. Again, they really need to stop, not allow Prairie View to put any more points up if they're going to stand a chance to stay in this ball game.
Third down and 5, 1 wide receiver to the near side. Handoff goes to Schwartz. He gets it through a tackle in the backfield, outruns the corner, and a nice tackle by Scott Moore. Got him by the shoestrings and brought him down from behind. And I think it's going to end up being a loss of about a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down at about 6 for Prairie View.
Good job there by Scott Moore to get a hand on his cleat, as Schwartz is a handful to bring down.
Big 4th down here for Girard. They want to
Prairie View's not going to get this play off.
Keep this one in striking distance. They're running the play clock down. And they're going to take a timeout with 44 seconds left to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. The Trojans trying to stop them on a big fourth down when we return. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
.44 seconds left to play first half. Prairie View with a 4th down and 6 at the Trojan 21. Trying to burn up any time the Trojans would have to have a drive of their own here before they try and convert this 4th down. Murillo under center. There's some movement on the offensive line for Prairie View. That's going to back them up 5. And makes this challenging 4th down even more so.
Yep. Probably going to force Prairie View to put this ball in the air, and they've only, I think, had one pass attempt, and it was overthrown by 5 or 6 yards.
So now 4th and 11 for Prairie View. Murillo under center. Goodwin in the backfield behind him. Schwartz is lined up as one of the wing backs. They're going to throw over the top to Schwartz. The pass is picked off. And is that Ashbacher with the pick? I believe it is.
I think it fell incomplete, Josh.
Incomplete.
Which is probably better for us.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Because now you get the ball at about the 30-yard line instead of having it inside the 5. 37 seconds to work. Trojan offense hasn't proven to be too explosive tonight, or much at all, actually, this season, throwing the football. It's really not their strong suit.
I want to talk about the closing speed of Ashbacher. That receiver was 5 yards wide open. Ashbacher closed the gap to be able to knock that ball down.
That was underthrown, I say. Handoff straight ahead.
Just trying to get to halftime here.
And that could possibly be the final play of the first half, as there's less time on the game clock than on the play clock. Let's see if the Trojans going to run another one here.
Looks like
they want to.
They better hurry, though.
Jake just took a look back at the scoreboard. Here we go. We'll run this one. Straight ahead, Junior Love. Breaks a couple, breaks a third, not a fourth. And he's out to about the 44, and that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans trail at 6-0. Look good first quarter. Second quarter, a little bit rougher. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Why settle for less than the best? Croccan's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croccan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croccan.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself, when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
All right, welcome back here to the Girard National Bank halftime show. We're joined here with Superintendent Todd Ferguson, who wants to join in and give a little shout out to everything that's kind of going on here in USD 248. So, Mr. Ferguson, what do we got going on?
Hello, Trojan Nation. Beautiful night for football, no doubt about it. For those of you listening and those of you here, appreciate your support. Hey, I just wanted to highlight a few things that we got going on at USD 248. Number one, we just finished up a really, really nice weight room in our basement area, about 7,000 square foot. We had some very generous donations that allowed us to get that equipment down there. And a lot of people ask about that. Well, you know, football, this and that. It's for all of our athletes and all of our kids. And we run about 150 kids through that every day, from middle school to high school kids. So super excited about that. Secondly, we're in the process of working on creating a new playground down at Hatterline, looking at turfing the K2 playground, which just falls directly to the south of it there. And we're in the process of moving that direction, and a big shout out to Goppert Bank. They helped us with a nice donation there as well. And just got a lot of really good things going on at USD 248. I know you people follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. You see just a lot of great programs and a lot of kids doing very positive things. I couldn't be happier and more proud to be in this position. This is a good place to call home, and our kids are receiving an exceptional education.
I'd like to personally thank you, Mr. Ferguson. Of course, we've known one another quite a long time, but and we couldn't do it without the support, like you say, from the donations,
Absolutely.
from the turf facility we have here at the football field, the wonderful ballparks out there at Red Woodkey, and now we're getting in line with the new weight room and some playgrounds. Can't mention the indoor facility out by the bus barn. It's just what a great place to send your kids to school
and
here.
We
at
are
USD
absolutely working on the older weight equipment that we had down in the weight room. We've been in contact with the city, and we're working on making that a community facility where people can go out, work out, lift, run with treadmills, etc. like that. And I think that'll be a big benefit to everybody in this community, not just high school people, but adults can get in there and access that as well. And I'd anticipate that probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks we would have that up and running with that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And all these great facilities and all the great things that are going on, our kids are still getting an exceptional education. And that's really what matters here. You look at our ACT scores and our state assessments. I'm just really proud of the teachers from pre-K up to the senior teachers. They do a great job.
Well, I'll agree with you. I wouldn't send my kids anywhere else. So this has been Girard Superintendent Todd Ferguson, and we want to, again, thank you for taking your time and letting everybody know what's going on. And we're going to step away for another break here on the GEN Bank Halftime Show. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. We're at halftime of tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Prairie View Buffaloes. We want to thank Superintendent Todd Ferguson for stopping in and giving us the update about everything going on in USD 248. Lots of things happening, Jess. Some facilities, upgrades.
Yep, they say it's real nice. I haven't been down there yet, but everybody I've talked to, the new weight room is wonderful. And like he says, playground addition at the Hatterline, and hopefully the old weight room is going to be taken to the activity center and open to the public. He'll have more news on that in 3 or 4 weeks, he said. So
we can go in there and start pumping iron.
Right.
That's good, Jess, because I'm going to need a spotter.
Transformation of my body.
Yeah. By the time you get us to basketball season, we'll be totally transformed.
I will take the over and under of 5, and I'll take the under of how many times I'll probably use that facility myself personally.
Well, mine's way under 5. I'd have to drive 30 minutes to put myself through that. No way. But it's a great asset for the community, especially for kids who are, trying to get shape in the off season and all kinds of stuff. Dads who are trying to recapture some
glory
years. Yeah. Do they still do the homecoming alumni football game?
No.
They don't?
We try to do an alumni baseball game, and I took my chance at that a few years ago. And
that's not the same.
And they might run the alumni football game, but I bet it's more of a flag football game.
We can get with BJ, see if we can broadcast that one, The Trojans get ready to take the field here after the halftime break, and got the work cut out for them in the second half. Prairie View looked pretty good running the football there in that second quarter. It's like they figured something out, and hopefully the Trojans have made some adjustments in the locker room and come out here ready to battle in this second half. They find themselves in a 6-point hole, but
Yeah,
they had their opportunities.
Yep, just down 6. Prairie View will get the ball here to start the half, but somehow Trojan offense needs to find a way maybe to be a touch more explosive. Something they're going to have to score from a big play. Junior Love, he busted off a big run early, and then they just started kind of grinding it out, and they've had some opportunities. Like you said, they've played well between the 20s, and defensively they give up one big play. They've done a great job of turning Prairie View to punt the ball and turn the ball over on downs a couple times. A good pass deflection. They just one big play is the difference in this game so far tonight.
And these are two teams that are quite obviously trying to force the opponent to throw, because there's a lot of bodies coming up, crashing up to the line of scrimmage after every snap. And so far the Trojans, they've thrown the ball a couple times on short pass plays, but they haven't been able to get anything down the field. Prairie View tried one down the field and almost got picked off. And so neither team's really demonstrated the ability to hurt the other with the pass. And as long as that's the case, you're going to see 8 or 9 guys in the box all night.
Maybe 10.
Maybe. And it's an old-fashioned slugfest. This is like Nebraska versus Oklahoma 1972 here.
Yeah, real close, real similar.
Well, we got about 2 minutes before kickoff here of the third quarter. We missed a whole bunch of sponsors during our pregame festivities, so we'll try and slide a couple in here. We'll be back with kickoff of the second half. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Getting set for the second half here at Frank Jameson Field. I want to again thank Superintendent Todd Ferguson for stopping in during the GN Bank halftime show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Trojans will kick off here to start the second half. So first things first, Jess, that defense got to come out and get a stop.
Yeah, no doubt about it here. And they've gonna get my camera adjusted here. Can't do two things at once, but you're right, Josh. They just got to limit the big play and tackle the ball.
And when they're running that offense, wishbone, flexbone, whatever, Trojans got to figure out who's got the ball first, and so do we. We've had our struggles as well in that first half. Kickoff's going to be fielded by Peyton Doty, and he'll bring it out to about the 38, 37. We'll see where they're going to mark it. And that's where Prairie View will take over first down 10, call it the 37. No, let's call it the 38.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. First and 10, Prairie View.
So senior quarterback Gabe Murillo didn't blow your doors off passing the ball in the first half, but he sure did run that option pretty effectively. See if the Trojans can stop that Prairie View offense right here. They'll put a man in motion straight up the middle this time with Goodwin nowhere to go as big Drake Kotzman is in there to make the stop along with Aaron DeBrava.
Good start right there, Josh. They just try to run it. Fullback dive up the middle, and Girard's three-man front says, you're not going anywhere.
So I'll bring up second down, long 9 from about the 38. Good one still in the backfield behind Murillo. This time, here it is to Schwartz. Oh, vicious stiff hand on Scott Moore, but this time the Trojans rally to the ball and get a stop, I think, in front of the sticks. Oh, that's a real generous spot by the near side official, and that's going to be enough for a first down, move the sticks. I mean, if they're going to go where the ball's spotted, yeah. Go ahead, guys. Yeah, the far side official, nobody really thinks he got it. Here we go, first down. Now they'll move the chains. And, yeah, there's one person on this field who thought he got that far with the ball. Wishbone now. Handoff straight ahead to Schwartz. Still bouncing off people. Nobody's brought him down yet. And he's going to have about 7 yards on first down. He keeps getting hit by Girard's big guys like that. He's either a real tough dude or he's going to be hurting in the morning.
And he's just a sophomore, Bletner. I can't stress that enough. Prairie View might be a team to watch in the next couple of years here. That kid alone's pretty good.
And they're going to advance the chains again.
I think that was Murillo kept it himself.
Yep. They'll have it first and 10 at the 40. Gain of 6 on the play.
Also the tackle, Larson, and Combs. Ball placed at the 40.
Come back in the flex bone now. Good one in the backfield. They'll put Schwartz in motion. Quick pitch to the outside to Schwartz. Cuts it upfield. Runs through one arm tackle. Runs through another tackle. Now the Trojans rally. And they bring him down after a gain of 3.
Takes 4 of them, though. He bounced right off a couple tacklers. Trojans going to have to maintain that gang tackle and send all helmets to the football.
Brings up a second down and 6.
Gain 7.
Murillo under center. They'll put a man in motion. That's Williams. Now they're going to run option to the far side. Murillo keeps it, dives forward, has enough for the first down. And if he'd have been able to keep his feet there, he might have been gone. Because the Trojans covered the pitch man. They covered the first man through on the dive, but did not pick up the quarterback. And Murillo able to pick up a big chunk of yards there. First down for Prairie View inside the 25 at about the 23.
That's kind of the first time I've seen his speed, too. When he kind of turned it upfield, he found an extra gear.
Gain of 14 on the play for Murillo. Now a tight formation here. One wide receiver to the near side. They put Schwartz in motion, and they'll go straight ahead with Goodwin.
Goodwin with the carry.
And he'll pick up about 4 there on first down. And so they got something working here, do Prairie View.
Brought down by Combs and Bishop.
And the Trojans having a hard time getting them off the field.
Second down 6.
This is what the Trojans want to do to other teams, and they're kind of having it done to them right now. This methodical drive down the field here by Prairie View. Good one straight up again, and the Trojans, third and fourth man there, get him down, but not until he picks up a few, and he'll bring up the third down and short. Third down and about 2.
And 4 brings up second down and 2. 3rd down and 2.
Got the ball resting at the Trojan 14. Need to reach the 12 for a first down. Here's the wishbone, double tight. Handoff goes straight ahead to Schwartz, and nobody touches him. Nobody can bring him down. And he's into the end zone for another Prairie View touchdown. And now the Trojans are in trouble. "14-yard touchdown run caps a 9-play, 62-yard drive by Prairie View to start the 3rd quarter.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 right here, Josh. They just moved the ball to the far hash.
They were pretty unsuccessful on that first point after attempt. Now they're trying to make it an even 14 if they can convert here. Quick pitch to the outside, Schwartz, and he falls forward to the end zone. First guy didn't bring him down, second guy didn't either. And Prairie View's up 14-0. We'll take a quick break when we come back. Trojans try to answer. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Now the Trojans in a pretty deep hole here now, down 2 scores. 7:16 left to play, 3rd quarter. In the first district matchup of the year for the Trojans against Prairie View. And we talked about it earlier that it is your interpretation that 4 teams have come out of this district.
Yeah,
and it's just a matter of seeding here. And I would say Prairie View, Girard, Iola are the top probably 3 teams, but Trojans haven't looked like it here tonight. See if they can turn things around here on this possession. Ashbacher trying to get behind his blocks. Leans forward, and he's going to be brought down at about the 28, 29-yard line. That's where the Trojans will start their possession. First down and 10. Just tried to get behind that wedge, but no holes. Now it's time to see if the Trojans can string together a scoring drive. They've moved the ball down the field. They just haven't been able to finish drives. It's plagued them for the last couple of weeks. Now Towner going to keep it and takes a real solid hit. And he is slow to get up. He was wrapped up and got maybe some helmet-to-helmet contact out there at about the 36-yard line.
Jake's a tough kid. I'm sure it knocked the wind out of him. I'm surprised he didn't have to come out for a play. The official stopped the clock, but they must have rolled it.
It's rolling. Gain of about 7 on the play for Towner. Brings up a second down and 3. Now there's the dispute about when they reset the play clock, and the officials are going to reset it.
Yep, Philpott had called timeout, but if they're going to reset the play clock, they're going to give Philpott his timeout back, and here we go. It's all well again.
Second down and 3 for the Trojans from 36. And Love with it. And he gets held up, and they blow the whistle after his forward progress to stop. He took a belt as well. There's some hats being laid out there. Now, perhaps a little after the play, extracurricular action, as that flag came in very late after the whistle.
Unsportsman on Trojans after they picked up a first down.
So it's going to back them up, but they should still have a first down. You would think it would be a first down. Let's see what happens here.
It should be 1st and 10 from the 25. But I'm wrong.
What in the heck is going on here?
That is.
If it happened after the whistle and he'd picked up the first down, it should be 1st down and 10 from where the Trojans are now.
I agree.
How do you get an unsportsmanlike after the whistle and then not count the play?
Right,
Hold on a second.
I think Philpott's
point of parliamentary procedure here, boys.
Point of order.
Yeah. This should be a first down.
It's like, yeah.
And it should be 1st down and 10, not 1st and 15.
Right. I think they're going to get it all. Yeah.
Woof.
It's like a hornswoggle out there. I don't know what's going on.
Well, apparently it's going to be 1st and 15, which is not how it's supposed to work. Trojan coaching staff obviously has understood the rules of football, so they're upset.
Right. Here.
And Philpott's like, it should be 1st down and 10. You mark it off, but it did not occur during the play, so it shouldn't be 1st and 15. Well, he's a lot less animated than I would have been.
Now you're going to go talk to the other coach and say,
Yep. We're still playing by the same rules we were playing by last year, so,
and
the 100 years before this.
Right. Move the chains back. It's 1st and 10. We got a first down.
It happened after the play. So you walk off the penalty yardage, but it's still 1st and 10.
There they go.
Here we go.
Yes. There you go. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of Madden. I understand the rules.
After all that, here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. Back to pass. Picked off. Picked off by a defensive lineman. That was number 78, Grant Steenberger. Picked that one off, the junior. In right place, right time, and it was almost like it was thrown directly to him. Hit him right in the breadbasket, and he's able to haul it in. First turnover of the night for either team as the Trojans throw the pick. And now Prairie View with the ball and a 14-point lead deep inside Trojan territory at the 21.
Maybe some sort of zone blitz. You drop a D lineman back. Jake Towner never saw him as he undercut that throw, and big hole to climb out of now.
Good one in the backfield. They put Schwartz in motion. They come back, counter action the other way, and Elijah Williams gets belted, and there's a flag down in the neighborhood of a hold. And it is. That'll back Prairie View up.
Yeah, Pike did a good job of reading that counter play that time, but holding penalties going to make it for no avail.
Back to the 10 yards.
So now, Josh, since the penalty happened during the play, you do not move the sticks.
Right, the sticks stay where they were.
Right.
For those of you scoring at home.
All right, so that'll help here, give the Trojan defense maybe a little boost.
Ball. And the Trojans are on it. So Prairie View returns the favor. Messed up the exchange back there, and the Trojans take advantage and able to jump on the loose ball. And Girard will have it back at their own 40. 1st and 10. Things gotten wacky here over the last couple minutes.
All right, just regroup, run a good offense. Let's march it right down there and cut this lead in half.
So now 1st and 10 at the Trojan 40. Love in the backfield behind Towner. High snap, ball's on the ground. There's a scrum for it, and Prairie View says they have it. Why not? It's turned into a greased pig out there, Jess.
Haven't seen it. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Prairie View ball.
Oh, man. This is the stuff that it's why a lot of football coaches are bald, Jess.
Yeah.
You know, just you feel the life draining from you. Stuff like that happens.
That snap just hits Towner in the face mask.
Yep. It was a high snap, and there was a lot on it, and Jake couldn't get his hands up in time. Turns the ball over now, 1st and 10 for Prairie View from the Trojan 40. And a short pickup that time by Goodwin. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Goodwin was carried, brought down by Anthony Pike.
Maybe these Trojan defenders playing with a little anger. They filled that hole and stood him straight up for no gain.
.5:26 to play, 3rd quarter. It's been a pretty wild one here over the last few minutes. 3 turnovers in the span of about 40 seconds. Now they'll run option. Murillo with it. Trojans stop the dive, but don't stop the quarterback. And he'll have a 1st down out to the 30-yard line. Needed 10, got 10.
Murillo with the carry. Brought down by Brokaw.
Trojans having a hard time defending that option tonight. And a lot of Prairie View's opponents here over the last few weeks have had a hard time defending that option. Now here they are, double tight wishbone. The handoff goes to Schwartz, far side, and this time the first man does make the tackle, and that's Levi Blair. Cuts him down for a 1-yard gain.
And instead of just trying to throw his shoulder in him, he wrapped his arms around his legs and drove him to the ground. Great play, Levi Blair. Because I don't think you're tackling that Schwartz kid, Josh, by just throwing a shoulder at him.
Not getting him above the waist.
No.
Second down and 9. Here comes that option again with Murillo. This time the Trojans stop him. Maybe. Not the first man, so he gets a real solid gain of about 7. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2.
Yeah, he did a great job of getting his shoulder pads low and just slithered his way for a short 3rd down.
Ball at the Trojan 22. They need to reach the 20 for a 1st down. They'll stick with the double tight wishbone. This is like locking in the 4-wheel drive here for Prairie View. Give it to Schwartz going up the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. There's a flag. Came from the back judge, though, and we're going to have a face mask against Trojans.
Carried by Schwartz. There's a flag on the play. Tackled by Kotzman.
That'll be added on to the run.
Gannon Clark's got to come off the field. He took a low shot.
Face mask against the Trojans.
And that face mask against the Trojans is going to put them in the shadow of their own end zone here, trying to come up with a stop, down 2 touchdowns.
half the distance. If they need help me measure, they just look up here and ask me.
Jess, we need a better tripod.
Yes, we do. I struggled with this one moving around here. It's loose.
We haven't got a decent one between us. Like, I can give you that one or a worse one. Murillo keeps it, and he's brought down at about the 5. And again, 3 Trojans on the dive. Not anybody picking up the quarterback coming around the end. Trojans get a stop this time into the backfield and finish that one before it starts. Cott's been a little slow to get up, but the play made that time by Robert Larson, 5'10" junior linebacker, into the backfield to blow that one up.
Right, and the Buffaloes can get a first down without scoring here. The first down line to gains at the 2.
Now the run option, there's a flag from the referee, which is usually in the neighborhood of a hold.
Flag on the play.
And it's a chop block
better
against Prairie View, and that's going to back them up a good chunk.
Probably why Cottsman's been slow to get up a handful of times.
Yeah. Girard defense spent a lot of time out on the field tonight. You know, these guys go both ways, but it's easier to be on the offensive side than it is on the defensive side. Oh, Prairie with it now, 3rd and a long ways. Back at about the 23. Murillo to pass, has a man, it's a good one, and Scott Moore wraps him up and brings him down at around the 10-yard line. They'll bring up 4th down, and that was a big pickup. This is manageable now for Prairie View. That was a real big pickup on that 3rd down play. About a 4th down and 7. They need to reach the 2-yard line to get a first down. The ball rests right at the 9. And there's a timeout on the field. Prairie View wants to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Trojans down 14-0. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Fourth down and 7 for Prairie View. Trojan defense really needs a stop like the desert needs rain. Trojans trail it by 2 touchdowns. Under a minute left to play in the third quarter. Prairie View's moved the ball pretty methodically, but they were whistled for a chop block that put them in a third and very long. They were able to make up a lot of those yards on a third down pass from Murillo to Josh Goodwin. Now they need about 7 more to reach the 2-yard line for a first down. Murillo under center. They come out here on fourth down. The pass wide open. Touchdown, Schwartz. Not much to say about that. He had his own area code out there in that southwest quarter of the end zone.
Blown coverage by the Trojan defensive backfield. No one picked him up coming off to tight end position.
So Trojans trail it 20-0, pending this extra point. Under a minute to play here, third quarter. And the kick is good. 21-0 Prairie View. Trojans in trouble. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Kick is good.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield, which has been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Trojans trail at 21-0 to the Prairie View Buffaloes. Just gave up an 8-play, 60-yard drive capped off by a 10-yard touchdown pass from Murillo to Schwartz to give Prairie View a 21-0 lead here over the Trojans. And we were talking in the break, Jess, I knew that Prairie View was going to give the Trojans some trouble, but I had no idea that this game would go like this. Moore with it. Sheds a couple out across the 35, and Scott Moore, he's made a couple plays defensively, but he's one of the most physical players on this team, and the Trojans just haven't really been able to get the ball in his hands on the offensive side tonight.
No, it's time down 3 scores. Towards the end of the third quarter, we're going to have to maybe take some gambles, some chances.
Remove the guardrails.
Yep. Take the training wheels off, something.
First and 10 for the Trojans from their own 35. Girard ran a total of 4 plays in that third quarter, Jess. Straight ahead, Junior Love with some room to run, makes a man miss, cross midfield, cross the 45, 35, and finally driven out of bounds at the 34, so a big run there for the Trojans of 30 yards. First and 10 in Buffalo territory. Is there a flag?
I hope not.
No, they're talking it over, so there must be something. Holding against the Trojans.
I still don't see a flag on the field, so where did it happen? There it is. Way back there.
Someone should tell the Trojan fans not to chant, "You can't do that," when the Trojans get a flag.
Well,
that's not the time. Well, that erased a 30-yard run by Junior Love. Now sets the Trojans up first and 20 at their own 25. Well, give it to Love again. Let's see if we can do. He's going to get 5 of it back up to about the 30. Sets up a second down and 15 at the 30, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 1 quarter left to play. Trojans got a lot of work to do in the next 12 minutes. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
One quarter left to play. Trojans trail it by 3 touchdowns to the Prairie View Buffalo here in this first game of district play. Not how the Trojans wanted to start this one out. Seems like they were offsides there, Jess. Pass way over the head of Gavin Clark. And not going to get that one.
Nope.
That was, I want to use the word obvious, but third and 15 now for the Trojans from their own 30. Looked like the blitzing linebacker did not time that well and was well into the neutral zone when that ball was snapped. But, I mean, if you can get away with it, I'd do it on every play. Towner gets it out to Scott Moore, who slips. Caught it in open field and got tackled by the field.
Field monster got him.
And they're going to mark him down at the Trojan 39, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 here for Girard. They got to go for it.
Yeah, but if Scott keeps his footing there, he's good for another 3 or 4 yards. Would have made real close to a first down.
And it's been plays like that the last couple of weeks for Girard where it's there, and we just can't get the play, can't get the yardage. Towner rolling out, throwing off his back foot, off the hands of Scott Moore, out and incomplete. Trojans turn it over on downs. Prairie View takes over 1st and 10 at the Trojan 39.
Yep, so this puts a lot of pressure on the Trojan defense and can turn this game lopsided in a hurry if they can't get a turnover or a quick stop right here.
Just the way we've been moving the ball, it's lopsided right now. Trojans haven't been shut out all season. In fact, the radio broadcast coming in, Eddie Lomchek was talking about Colgan. He said that they'd outscored opponents 208-8. And Trojans lost to Colgan, but Jess, that's our 8.
Yep.
That, of course, is over the last few weeks. That's not counting the Frontenac game. Big pickup there on 1st down. Sets up 2nd down in about 3 at the Trojan 32. Trojans just haven't been able to string a consistent drive together tonight. Penalties have hurt them at times. They turned it over, got it right back, and then turned it right back over. I mean, it's just things have not gone well tonight for Girard. There's a timeout on the field. Prairie View, they want to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. 21-0, Trojans trail it. 10:24 left to play. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
$10:24 to play. Prairie View with it. Leading at 21-0. They come out in the double tight wishbone. And a big hole this time. Almost ripped away. But a first down run by Elijah Williams. All the way down to the Trojan 20-yard line. And that wishbone, they're having a hard time accounting for all those backs in the backfield, figuring out who's got the ball. And Williams had it probably 5 yards downfield before anybody even knew he had the ball.
Yep, and then Newton tried to tackle the football instead of putting a pad in him. About got it ripped out of there, though. There's Caleb Combs there from the D-line spot to tackle Schwartz.
Yep, short gainer.
You're all right over there? Not choking on me,
I think I'm going to
you?
make it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to pull through. Maybe.
Can't leave this solely up to me. It would be terrible, you know.
No, I'm still here to make it terrible light. Morello leads them up to the line. Second down at 9 from the Trojan 19. Put a man in motion. Now they'll run far side.
Ball.
Late pitch. Ball's on the ground. Ball's loose. Trojans have it.
Yes.
Pike comes away with the fumble.
Recovered by the Trojans.
And there's still a faint glimmer of hope. Trojan football. And Towner comes back in here, 1st and 10 at the 23. Trojan offense just hasn't looked good here in the second half. Had a good run by Love that was erased by a holding penalty. Here's a quick pass outside. Got it complete to Gannon Clark for, call it a 3 or 4 yard gain. And if you're Prairie View, you'll let them throw 3 yard passes all day.
Yeah.
You want to complete 3 yard passes? That's fine. Clock ticks down under 8.5 to play now. They'll run option far side. Towner keeps, and he's going to be across the 38. Enough for a first down up to the 40. Trojans move the chains, but Prairie View's trading space for time.
Yeah, the Trojans going to have to get into a hurry-up type offense.
Love bounces off of his own blocker and then ends up backing into the second level of that defense. And he'll have it up to the 39. It'll bring up Second down and about 6.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jordan Love, Junior Love, can run backwards faster than I can forward.
Well, that's a lot of people for me. That's a long list. Towner with the snap. Love with it. Bounces off of one, gets one wrapped around his ankles, but he's going to have enough for the Trojan first down out to the 45. And it also looks perhaps like Prairie View may be resting a couple guys defensively. There's some fairly new faces in there. Schwartz is still out there. Williams is still out there, number 10. Over an option near side. Quick pitch out to Levi Blair. Nowhere to go for Blair. And Ashbacher gets up slow as he got hit hard trying to make the block. And he's going to head off the field. Just pretty dominating performance tonight by Prairie View. And Trojans gotten the better of them the last couple years. They had a real close game in the playoffs a few years ago. But tonight is the Buffaloes' night.
Yeah, if I remember right, 2 or 3 years ago, we made the trip to Prairie View twice in 1 year.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right.
And then they had sub-state basketball there, too, that year. Yeah, I started getting my mail sent to Lacine.
I knew how to get there. Oh, can't
Yep. We'll see if the Trojan fans start chanting at that one.
So that's number 10, Corvin Bowen. And there was another new face out there in the backfield that
running the old triple motion in the backfield. Yeah. .6:28 to play in this one. Prairie View set to move to 3-2. Trojans going to drop below 500 for the first time this year. Pass complete to Gannon Clark. Get some of that yardage back. 3rd and long now for the Trojans at their own 48. Towner rolling out far side, slings it, has Scott Moore, extends the ball across midfield, but it's still going to set up a 4th down and about 6 from where he went out of bounds.
Brought down by Schrammett. Brings up 4th down and 5.
Well, run that play again, other side of the field, we'll have the first down.
Yeah, maybe a few more steps downfield. Snap, Towner back to pass, going to let one fly long, looking for more, just a bit too far for Scott Moore. And it's been that kind of night for Girard. They turned it over on downs at midfield. 5 or 6 times tonight they've turned it over on downs.
Had him that time, Josh. Scott had a step on him. Towner just threw it 2 steps further.
It's been that kind of night. Chicken no biscuit, ham no burger.
Yeah.
Cereal no milk for the Trojans tonight.
Like dry Captain Crunch just leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
That's right. .509 to play. 1st and 10 midfield for Prairie View. Handoff straight ahead, and not a lot of running room for Goodwin.
Brought down by Bishop and Pike.
Still picked up a couple there to the Trojan 47. Clock runs down under 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, Prairie View shouldn't snap this ball with more than 1 or 2 seconds on the play clock the rest of the night.
Double tight or wishbone formation. Straight ahead again with it. Gain of a couple. Sets up a third down at about 6 at the Trojan 46. So we're down to 4 minutes to play. Rough night tonight. For Girard. Come out in the wishbone again here, double tight. Handoff straight ahead. And they're going to get a first down here and more. As that was Elijah Williams, and there it is, that counteraction back against the flow. It's been there all night for Prairie View, and they gash the Trojans with it again here. First down and 10 inside the 25. Love and, let's see, what's that back there for the Trojans?
Bowen.
Corvin Bowen on the tackle there, prevented the touchdown. Schwartz with it. Takes a shot. But not until he picks up about 5 there, or 4 on first down.
Brought down by Larson.
If this clock can't run out fast enough tonight.
Rough night for the Trojans, and they're going to have to bounce back because district play is still going to roll in next week as Iola comes to town for homecoming. The Trojans are going to have to put up a much better effort than this if they want to beat the Mustangs. Third down and a long one, maybe 2. And at the Trojan 15 as we tick under 2 minutes now to play. Good look at that Prairie View backfield. They've done their work tonight for sure. And Schwartz wrapped up and taken down by Kotzman.
I think they're going to give him forward progress for a first down, though.
And they really, if that is a first down, they don't have to run another play, Jess. They can just kneel on it. They do. They'll line up in the victory formation. Murillo will take a knee. And I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Kyle Luttrell, you got to be happy with the effort your kids put in tonight because Prairie View came in here tonight into Girard, hostile territory, first week of districts, and they've made a statement tonight.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree, and you could just kind of tell they wanted it more. They were the faster team to the ball. They were the more aggressive team off.
All night.
Yeah, from opening kickoff to – we muffed opening kickoff, so.
Yep, and it's just the second week in a row the Trojans look really, really out of sync. Offensively and then defensively, the aggression that you normally see, the willingness to be the guy who makes the hit or makes the tackle just hasn't really been there. So rough night tonight for Coach Philpott's squad as they drop to 2-3. Prairie View improves to 3-2. And the Trojans take a loss here in the opening night of district play. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, the Farmers Bank postgame show. We'll put a bow on this one and start looking forward to next week when Iola comes to town for homecoming here in Girard. Trojans fall 21-0 to the Prairie View Buffaloes. You're watching Trojan Sports on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you, and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
See Farm Bureau agent Judd Sasho in Girard today.
Crockett has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crockett employees, for making us the best.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans lose this one in decisive fashion to the Prairie View Buffaloes, 21-0 tonight. And Prairie View, nothing flashy about what they did. They ran the wishbone and the flexbone and just basically had the way with the Trojans, won the battle in the trenches, and they had some really talented ball carriers, I think, and a quarterback who is a senior. It's his 4th year, and he ran that option very effectively, and the Trojans just defensively couldn't get a stop, and then offensively couldn't get a finish.
Yeah, ditto. That count.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for nothing.
That counter play tore us up, and we didn't have an answer.
And so if you're the Trojans, Jess, I think, the drum squad's working something out down there.
They're excited about something.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're the Trojans, after the second week of this kind of performance defensively, and for that matter offensively, really, other than a couple of little flashes against Frontenac, you got to look in the mirror and say, what kind of team are we, and how do we see ourselves here in this district? Because this is not a powerhouse district where everybody's great, and if we don't come out and blow your doors off, we're not going to win any games. This is a district that the Trojans should be one of the top 2 or 3 teams, but didn't look like it tonight.
No, they're going to have to play better, figure it out. Anytime they got something started, they got in their own way with some sort of penalty, and then defensively they come out, they get a quick turnover, and the very next play we fumble it right back to them. It's almost like we take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But, I'm always going to be the side that sees everything on the positive note. And Coach Philpott, I trust, he's got a right to ship, and I guarantee they'll be hard at it, back to work tomorrow morning.
Hey, we want to let you know our post-game show brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank's proud to have helped the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank's looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Well, Jess, it's got to be brighter tomorrow because it's pretty dark tonight.
Yep.
After this 21-0 drubbing the Trojans took here in the first game of district play, and Iola coming into town next week for homecoming. Homecoming games coaches hate them. I mean,
more distractions than anything.
So much distraction, and the kids their heads are already at the dance. It's a rough night to get the concentration you're going to need. But the Trojans are going to have to come in focused and wanting to compete in order to get that win against Iola next week. They can't come in. It was just pretty flat tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
ditto. I'm telling you.
I know you're a favorite son of Girard. You work for so I'll just be the one to say it. It was pretty flat tonight, and I can get all the hate mail.
Yeah.
But we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Farmers Bank post-game show. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Family owned and operated, G & Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G & Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G & Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans dropped this one 21-0 to the Prairie View Buffalo, and right now we're joined by head coach Neil Philpott. And Coach, rough night for the Trojans, and there's no one area that you can exactly point to. It seemed to be a lot of things tonight.
Yeah, I'd say the physicality part of it would be one thing overall on both sides of the ball. I think, there were times to challenge our offensive line and all of our guys, backs and guys blocking on the perimeter at halftime that, we got to be able to go get a hard yard. It's 4th and 2. We got to be able to run our favorite play that we like and go get it and feel comfortable that we can get it. And right now we don't have that. And so defensively, we missed on their option game. We over pursued a few times, and you got some young guys in there playing, and that comes with experience and not just on them, but we just got to fit it better than we did, and we got to tackle when we get there. And right now we're not tackling great. So we got a lot of work to do. Still got a chance to take care of business in districts and put ourselves in position to get in the playoffs. But I talked to them afterwards. It's one game at a time. Can't look down the road there. We got Iowa at home next week, and that's who we got to concern ourselves with. Get off this snide a little bit. So get back to winning. So. We'll start tomorrow on film. We'll go back to work and see what we can do and how each of us can get better. And if we're willing to do that, then I like our odds. And if we're not willing to do that, I don't like our odds.
All right, Coach. Well, we had the superintendent in during halftime and talked a little bit about the new weight room. It's always nice to get a facilities upgrade, and especially when you're trying to build up a program. You guys have had several really good years here, and a new weight room is probably going to be an asset.
Well, I hope so. Might need it a little sooner than later right now. But it's a very nice facility. Very, very nice high school weight room. You're hard-pressed to find a nicer one or bigger one, maybe. But the footprint we have down there and the equipment we have now, very versatile. A lot of different ways we can use it, and we're going to find out just how much we can use it. So, it's a big project, but it's done very well.
All right, Coach. Well, you guys got a quick turnaround. Got Iola coming in next week for homecoming, and I know you're going to get onto the homework and look into them. And a good week of practice, and we hope to see you guys victorious next week.
Me too.
Thanks for coming up and talking to us after a tough game tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Neil Philpott of the Girard Trojans. Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcmb.com. Jess, before we go to break, I just got to say, Coach Philpott's a professional, man.
Class act.
Class act. Come up here after this type of game. He's frustrated. Rough couple weeks. Frustrated is probably a real mild term for how he's feeling right now. And he and his staff have got a lot of work to do. This team has really got to refocus and find themselves, and we'll see if they get it done this week or not. There's still a lot of winnable games coming up in this district, like Coach Philpott said, but Girard's got a good one. Is what I'm saying. He's a good one, and not a lot of coaches want to come talk to a couple of radio hacks or online, whatever we are.
YouTubers.
YouTube sensations after a 21-0 loss. We certainly appreciate him coming up and giving his insight on the game.
And honestly, Josh, to tee on a little bit what you were just saying, we got 3 very winnable games left. It gets us into the playoffs as maybe a 2 seed who's going to be able to play. So we could have 2, 3, 4, 5 games left in this season. This season's not over, and somehow he has to relay that message to this team because, in my eyes, they have underachieved the last 2 weeks terribly bad.
Yeah, and it's a matter of who do you want to play. You know, if you come out of this district, who do you want to play? You want to play undefeated Parsons team in the first round of the playoffs? You want to play Frontenac again, or maybe would you like to tangle with Baxter?
Right.
Because Columbus. Yeah. If you could get the higher seeding coming out of this district play, it's going to allow you to extend your season a little bit more. Whereas if you let a couple get away from you here, then all of a sudden it's a lot tougher slog when you hit the playoffs.
Right. I agree.
All right, we'll step away for our final break of the Farmers Bank postgame show, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Crockett has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crockett employees, for making us the best.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back one final time to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans dropped this one 21-0 here in the opening round of district play. It's a disappointing loss for the Trojans here to open up districts, but it doesn't slow down. Next week, Iola comes into town homecoming night. It's kind of weird this season the way the schedule worked out. The Trojans have 2 road games to finish up district play, so you got to get homecoming and senior night in here in the early weeks of October, which is a little bit weird, but we're getting it done. And then, like I said, next week Iola comes in, then Trojans on the road and Garnett, and then in Burlington or vice versa. I can't exactly recall. I just know we're driving north. But for tonight, Trojans dropped this one 21-0. You heard Coach Philpott, a lot to work on for the team. He said they need to get more physically aggressive, and that's a tall order to try and get that done in the middle of the season. But they got to get something sorted out here in the next week of practice. But that's going to do it for us tonight. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.